this is Krithia's beginners Pilates class. If you've never done it before, fantastic, because these tips I'm going to give you are all about balance and posture. Now I'm going to need a little help. So Tally is going to come here. We're going to look at posture first. The first thing you need to do is come against a wall. Any wall will do. Just have your feet slightly away from the wall. I want you to sway back, and the shoulder blades and buttocks should touch the wall at the same time. So keep doing that for me. So there you are against your wall, just moving your shoulder blades, and you'll find sometimes the buttocks go first, sometimes the shoulder blades. Now the minute you feel happy about that, so we'll say, yes, that's a good one. You bend your knees with the knees going directly over the middle toes and lift your abdominal muscles. Now they're below the belly button. You'll also feel a lengthening in the quad. The aim is so that I cannot put my hand in the small of your back here, which means you now have a flat back. Keeping that sensation of lift, we now have a long neck here. I know it's fun, isn't it? And we lift the body up, and then you take a step forward or two and stop. Now that's the sensation. When you're moving forward, you've got to have this imaginary string here pulling your neck up, and the imaginary string dropping the tail down, and another imaginary string. So basically from your toes there's a line running up, and the back of the ear there's a line running down. Now imagine you're walking on very, very slowly. So immediately we've got a balance. So lift a leg, and what goes down first should be the heel. Heel, ball, toe. And you should feel that lift and tracking up. It's because you've got to think of the feet moving on the same track. You can practice it forwards, heel, ball, toe, really slowly. Come on, really slow it down. So you've really got that sensation of also the balance. And then feel how the heel goes down first, and then you shift through the ball, through the big toe. You feel the push at the back of the big toe. Now take it backwards, equally slowly. You feel the foot flex, which is the toes go to the ceiling. You stretch back, and then it's toe, ball, heel. And you feel the body is balanced in the middle there. And again, toe, ball, heel, until you come back and you put your 2 feet together. Now, when you've got your 2 feet together, I want you to imagine, Tally, that there's a triangle. The ball of the foot and the middle of the heel make a triangle, and that's your ground-breaking bearing surface. Both sides have got to be equal. So take a breath in now, and you're breathing on this diaphragm. The rib cage, sorry to punch you in the face, does not move. And lower the arms. And again, breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Now we've got to warm the spine up always, so drop the chin on the chest, bend the knees, terribly important, roll down. Bend the knees, we'll go all the way down, all the way down. This is a round back. It's wonderful if you've got back problems because it opens the vertebrae and lengthens the muscles. Now using your tummy, brace the tummy, because our problem is the skull. Start to uncurl, stacking each brick one on top of another. Because the thing that holds the bones up are muscles. Take that breath again. Breath in through the nose. And lower the arms. Now chin on chest, down you go. Pull up the tummy. Open the vertebrae. Feel the lengthening of those delicious muscles. They're lengthening you. And then when you want to come up, keep the knees bent. Very important. Tummy strong. Chin on chest. Stack the bricks. You can feel them all coming up. One at a time. And take a breath in again. Long neck. Now we'll think about a round back and a flat back. So chin on chest. Down you go again. But this time elbows out. Now round back. Scoop up your tummy. There's a round spine, flat back. Now we're really working the muscles. Notice the shoulder blades don't move. Tummy, scoop up, chin on chest, round back, flat back. And this round back is your C shape when you're doing the ab work. Again, C shape. Now drop the whole weight down, let it go low. Your chest should be sitting on the thighs. Tummy strong, pelvic floor, lift. Now the pelvic floor is a sling muscle, like a hammock, not haddock, hammock. Yes, and lift tall. Good. Upper back, neck and shoulders. Reach forward. Reach and come tall. Super. Reach and come tall. Make sure the hips don't move. One more. Reach and come tall. Now sideways. Side, Don't bother about swinging the arm out. Get a nice side bend. Yeah, a really lovely side bend. And now use your tummy, lift. Now go the other way. Side bend and lift and side bend and lift. Now we're going to work the whole spine. So bend your knees. Now think again of the shoulder blades and buttocks being against the wall. Go sideways, tummy strong, ear to the shoulder. There you go. There's your stretch. Now tummy strong front. There's the round back. Now side. Now pull up your tummy and lift the skull weight and straighten up. Good. Let's go again. Bend the knees. Stretch the upper back. Side, neck and shoulders. Really side. Let that arm go down. Now go front. The arm should dangle when the body goes front. Good. Now go side again. Heavy head. Pull up your tummy. Lifts. Now delicious pliés. Bring your arms front like as though you're holding round somebody's waist, which would be rather nice if we could do that these days, but that's out of order, so we'll imagine it. Pulling up. Good. And then arms out. Big stretch through the middle, and we reach. Now you're still on the ball of the foot in the middle of the heel, and you can feel those reaches. You're now in an S shape in the spine, but the minute you bend your knees and push one arm back, here's your pec muscles, because this posture is so important. So if we just stop here, you can feel those shoulder blades and buttocks are against the wall. So can you lift your tummy even more? So you really feel you have a flat back. There should be no S shape at this moment. Now just lift the shoulders and drop them down. And lift the shoulders and drop them down. Now stretch the shoulders and arms out to the side. Now, can you move your chest? Not stay in plie. Move your chest forward, not the arms. Keep the arms still. Feel as though you're pushing the chest forward and back. Just, now we have it. Or that you're pushing against some pressure here. So you have to use your chest muscles, your pec muscles, and drop the shoulders deep. Super. Now bring it down. Can you feel that work? Now come up through the middle again and go stretch. Stretch. We're talking posture all the time here. We're talking length. Let the arms come down by the side. Open here. Open. Lift them up. Feel the stretch. Drop them down. Lift them up. Drop them down. Now stretch them out to the side against the wall again. So the arms don't move, the chest moves. Move your chest. Lovely. There you go. Go on, keep doing it. Move your chest. Feel the stretch. Now hold it there and let the arms just drop like water hose. Now we have no round shoulders, no dowager's hump. We've got a beautiful crease between the shoulder blades. Now come up in a balance, up on your toes. Right, now balance is terribly important, so we can hold that balance there. But make it even more dynamic, because the body's always changing, we'll lower down, say ball of the foot, middle of the heel, and then we're going to lift one foot and balance. Now, that should be easy for everybody, I hope. To make it more challenging, close your eyes and see if you can do a count. If you feel you're going to wobble, it doesn't matter, put your foot down. But let's count, maybe just to 10. 1, 2, with the foot off, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. Put the foot down, open your eyes. Let's do the same the other side. So first of all, look straight ahead. Feel that imaginary string pulling you up. Feel the imaginary string dropping the tail, lifting the tummy, take the other leg off. It's easy with the eyes open. Now close your eyes. Stay near a wall if you feel you're unstable. 1, close your eyes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put the foot down if you get wobbly. 6, and bring it back. 7. That tells us there's an imbalance. 8, 9, 10. So that's something I really want you to practice, because the more you're balanced equal, the better. Right, having done that, we'll work the feet. So just working the feet, working through the feet, and through the foot, ball, toe. And also we're working the lumbar spine, because we're lengthening, lengthening. Last one, here's that balance. Touch the ankle, touch the knee. Nice little girl with the arms. Touch the ankle, touch the knee. Good. Let's do the other side. Press. Now, feet are terribly important. What happens with your feet affects the whole body. What happens with your skull affects the whole body. Through the foot, ball, toe, right up, ball, heel, ball, toe. Yeah, why not lift your arms? If you feel inclined, lift the arms with every lift. Lovely. Last one, ankle, knee. Here's our balance. Parallel. Are you in parallel? No turnout. Good. Now just do the balance with a hug. Good. Stretching the lumbar spine. And put it down. And the balance with a hug. So all this is making us posture aware. The growing, the lifting, the lengthening. Right, having taken it forward, can we take the leg out to the side? But keep the pelvis absolutely square. Can we take it backwards? Heel to the bottom. Feel the stretch of the quad at the front. Feel your balance. All this is balance. Swap and do the other side. Bring the knee up. There's the stretch of the lumbar spine. Take it to the side. There's the opening of the hip. Please be near a wall if you need support. Take it backwards. Try to keep it very in parallel. Excellent. And let it go. Let's have a big stretch. Come on, big stretch. Now round your back. Let me see you round your back. Super. Big stretch. Let me see you round your back. Can you touch your nose to each knee? Touch, touch, and then roll out of it. Big stretch again. Come back to the middle. Big stretch. Fingers together. Forward, back of the skull. Stretch up. Super. There's your full spine stretch. Now we imagine shoulder blades, buttocks against the wall. Bend the knees. Keep the big spine stretch. Lift your tummy. Feel those abdominal muscles. Core strength. There it is. Below the belly button. Hold it. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Just breathe. And then let it go. Now this time you're going to do a body wrap. When we do a body wrap, off you go, Tally, a body wrap. The feet, yes, they must turn. Otherwise you're blocking the movement. You can't go with your feet without the toes. Super. Let's go on the floor. How do we get on the floor? Again, it's very important. I'm going to hold Tally's head and I'm going to say to her, go onto the floor without altering your back. So go on one knee. Now get up. Use your muscles. Now go down again. Now get up. Use your muscles. Super. Can you go down on both? And get up. It's more challenging. So if we had a table here, yes, okay. This time I want her to come back a little bit because I'd like her to do some swing steps. Just a swing, 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 step. Don't go deep. Keep the body straight. It's a little lunge. Now that leg, swing, off you go, Tally. Swing, swing, step. Now backwards. So take that back leg forwards. Swing, swing, and step. Hold it. You've got to feel that lunge. You've got to feel, yes, I'm lunging. Get ready. Tummy, swing, swing, step. We can do one. And you can feel the muscles holding you. Even if we just do come together, lunge. We're working those muscles, the quads, the glutes. Notice the back does nothing. No stooping because the head will fall off the pole. Come up. Let's go down. Both or single if it suits you. Right, spread your fingers, Tally, shoulders wide. This is very important because it really reinstates the flexibility of your spine. So using the tummy, C shape. Notice the hips don't swing, they stay where they are. S shape. Notice the shoulders are away from the ears. Notice the elbows are soft because if you brace your elbows, you will be bracing the whole muscles across the shoulder girdle. You don't want to do that. Now the important one, flat back. There, so small, so that we can see the S shape remains in the neck. We've got a lovely flat back. Once more, C shape. Chin to the chest. Really pull up your tummy muscles. You know, really brace them. I know I'm not supposed to say brace them, but brace them. Because you want a flat tummy. You want to be able to do your zip up in your jeans. S shape. Super, super. Tummy strong, flat back. Right, let's go. Lift any leg you like. Just lift it. Stop. Put it back down. Did you use your tummy to lift that leg? Go again. Lift. Excellent. Extend it. Flex and point the foot. Now kick the heel to the bottom. That heel should touch the bottom. If it doesn't, let's help it. Put the knee down. Take hold of the foot with the opposite hand. Good. Now, you've got to reorganize your body. So you've got to have your hip. So you've got to have everything lined up. as best you can. Feel the stretch, yes? Then release. Well, no, because we want opposite. Look, if we want opposite, so that you're all set up to go opposite arm, opposite leg. But I do see where you're coming from, because it's the crisscross lines of direction. So we can see she's a bit crooked, but we don't worry about that. She's had to go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And C shape. Super. And extend. Now, things to watch. Bring it in again, please. Is the forehead going to the knee? Super. Now extend. Is the arm by the ear? Right by the ear. Straight lines. Is the tummy really connected? Is this being able to hold it? Good. Put the knee down. Put the hand down. Now brush your bottom to the heels. Brush. There we go. There's mobilize. Again, keep doing it. Brush. 3 times one way. Go on. 3 times. That's it. Now the other way. 1. And we want the bottom to touch the heels. We want to stretch the quad. We want to stretch the serves. 3. Come back to center. Tuck your toes. Take a breath. Now push with the arms, but use your tummy to go into a downward dog or a hamstring and calf stretch. Lovely. Now the head is heavy. This is perfect. These have got to be straight, so we're going to have to work them. We're going to have to bend one knee. Slower. Slower. So you can feel stretch. And again. Now to help, what I would do is put the both heels as if they're both going to the floor. Then ask Tally to lift one leg up. And as there's a wall here, we could put it against the wall, the foot. Now she's got a leeway of stretching that knee straight and pushing that heel down to the floor. Or if I come here, I can help her by pushing it. Yeah, can you feel it? Yeah. Good. And then put it down, and we'll do the same the other side. You're doing this at home, I hope. Here we go. So you've got a wall. You can push your foot against the wall. Notice Tally's got her foot against the wall. She's pushing against it. She's trying to get that hamstring, that calf, lengthened out, because if they get tight, they affect the lumbar spine, and that's what you don't want to do. And then bring it down. Now that's quite strenuous, so put both knees down together, C shape, open the knees, big toes together, flat back stretch. Now if you have a mate at home and you're allowed to touch them, ask them just to help you by gently, very gently, pushing the base down, because we want the bottom against the heels. Now you can see, if this back is flat, she'd be more on her forehead and more length, and the elbows are stretched out, and there's a little movement going on here to lengthen the back out. So just enjoy that stretch. Now bend the elbows. No stretch. Lengthen the elbows. So we are now aware that the bottom, what happens with the legs, affects the spine. What happens with the arms and shoulders affects the spine. What happens with the skull affects the spine. What happens with the feet? They all are connected up. There's no bit of your body that doesn't work and affect another bit. Now, bring the knees together, cup your hands and rest your forehead on the cupped hands. This is a very round fetal body, but it's lovely because you can check your breathing. You want to feel the ribs swing when you breathe. So in this position, feel as though your ribs are really moving, swinging, because the ribs are housed, the lungs are housed, the lungs are housed in the rib cage. They're not in your belly. If you keep breathing in your belly, you'll be farting a lot, so don't do that, please. Breathe on your rib cage. The diaphragm is the muscle. That's an intercostal dome-shaped muscle, which is just in that crease where the ribs are. And that's the muscle that expands the rib cage. Very important. Now take your hands away, because that should have stretched you out. Just tuck yourself right under. Fetal, as small as you can make yourselves. You know, when children play, they love to hide. And this is a natural response for the body to lengthen its spine out. If you watch children move, they tell us everything. Using your tummy, stack the bricks. It's an uncurl, exactly the same as you did against the wall. I'm feeding her spine as she comes up. I'm feeding it, and then we've got that lift there, the length. Super. Just shrug your shoulders out, just move them round. And we could even do some nice big windmills here, because I want you kneeling. Kneeling is something, again, that we've abandoned, but it's so important. So the sofa's for sex, the floor is for exercise and for sitting and for eating your food. Swing, swing, loose. And then if possible, see if you can take both elbows. Now, if you can, and pull up your tummy and lengthen through, then you definitely have, you know, the stretch out the pectorals, which is super. Now, in this position, Tally, turn yourself and your body to the front if you can, so I can check it out. If you find kneeling hard, okay, you need to put a cushion underneath your feet here and a cushion underneath the bottom there so that you're supported. But over time, you see the ankle should be flat. If you've got an ankle that's a little off, it's tight, and that's going to affect your knees. Good work. Relax, shrug your shoulders, come on the floor here again, and we're going to do the cat stretches again. So go on to the side. Good idea. Now notice on the side here, if you can see those ankles are flat. There's no gap. That's what we're talking about. C shape. Chin on chest. Tummy strong. Super. Elbows soft. Elbows soft. S shape. Flat back tummy. Good. C shape. S shape. You're getting it. Flat back tummy. Do one more. C shape. And it's all about really pulling up the tummy, really feeling, and the pelvic floor, anus sphincter muscle. S shape. Tummy strong, flat back. Now the leg you haven't used, and I think for you it was that one, wasn't it? No. Lift the leg. Just, did you use your tummy to lift it? Because that's a weight. So use your tummy first. Just lift it, then extend it, but not so that you tilt your hip. You've got to stay balanced. So try again. Make sure that the hips, the shoulders, they don't move. It's all happening because of your tummy and that leg. Flex and point the foot. Kicking the heel to the bottom. Kick, kick. And here we go again. It's quads and psoas a bit tight. Psoas is that muscle in the front here, and that really gets tight when we sit a lot. Put the knee down on the floor. No, not too far. Just put it down on the floor. Opposite arm, get hold of it. And stretch it as best you can. There you go. There you go. Now drop the shoulder because you don't want to twist the shoulder. So maybe get hold of the top of the foot and try and drop that shoulder. And don't collapse. Pull up. I know it's challenging. Release. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Away we work. Tummy. You have to use your tummy all the time for your balance. Think all the time, my engine's in here. My engine's also here in the buttocks, the glutes. Last one, get hold of it. Good. Stretch it out again. Put the knee down, put the hand down, brush the bottom to the heels again 3 times. 1, brushing. 2, 3, and now the other way. 1, 2, 3. Now straight into hamstring calf stretch. Tuck toes, take a breath, head heavy. Now if I want to increase that too, I ask for a little pressure here. And she can feel. Now pedal those feet. Small, slow, even just a little bit. Good. Now we're going to be very clever and we're going to do a plank, which really will tell us. Good. Put your knees on the floor. Right? Put your elbows on the floor. Right. Stretch your legs out, maybe one, then the other. Tuck, tuck. There you go. Now, lower that. Length here. Yes! We have it. We have it. Tummy strong. Breathe. Soon as you start to shake, put the knees down. Hey, that's enough. Put the pubis down. We're going to have a go in a minute again. Relax your toes. Now the neck. Put the chin on the chest. Draw a lovely smile. A lovely smile. Good. Now have a side bend, a side stretch. Look behind. Good. Now you can feel those muscles. Right, now we're going to do the plank again from this position. It's easier from this. So, first, no, don't you do anything. I want you to feel your anus. Yeah, you want to fart, but you're too polite. So you squeeze your anus, which is your sphincter muscle. Where you pee and where you poo, pull it all up. Now your abdominals. Now tuck your toes, you're set up, icy water, lift. Perfect. Beautiful. Plank shape. Beautiful. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. It doesn't matter if you only do it for a few seconds. When you want to come down, pubis to the floor. Again, chin on chest. S. Not S. Smile. Sorry. Get confused with the alphabet. Good. And then a lovely spiral. Look around. Yeah, let that shoulder really come around. And the other, so upper back stretches, and you can feel I hope. Can you feel that, Tally? Yeah? Come back to center. Same principle. The brain does it. The brain works the muscles. Anus, sphincter, where you pee, where you poo, abdominals, icy water, tuck toes, we're off. Push back on those toes. Go on. There you go. That is a perfect plank. How long you hold it for is not important. The point is you connected your muscles. Right. Bring the hands now back to your shoulders on the floor. You want to push up and just bend those elbows and drop those shoulders. There's a flexible spine. Go down again, because that in itself is showing spinal flexibility. Tummy, push up, elbows, hands, super. Super. Relax shoulders, breathe. Now this time you go down, you push all the way up, and you go back to that lovely round ball. So push up, C shape, C shape. Yeah, open the knees, big toes together. Remember, open the C shape, open the knees, big toes together. There it is. Super. And you can stretch out there when you bend the elbows back. You know nothing's happening. When you stretch the elbows, you know something's happening. You're stretching the body. Super. Bend it back. This time you're going to uncurl, but bring your knees together. So just sit and bring your knees together. Again, I'm going to take hold of the skull and say, are we using the tummy to hold the skull? The skull is the heaviest bone in the body, 12 to 14 pounds, I think it is. Right, we're going to do a jazz stretch. So I'm going to hold the skull and say to you, use your muscles. Imagine I'm holding the back of your skull here, because you've got to, or we could do a spruce tree. Why don't we do a spruce tree here? Yeah, we've got a lovely spruce tree. Tummy lift. Fabulous. And down you go. Tummy, quads. You feel the muscles. And again, lift. So you don't feel the spine does anything. It's all happening because you've contracted, that means make hard, your muscles, last one. And let it go and breathe. And now turn and face front from the top. Do a nice, lovely hip. This rattles your bones, your lumbar spine. Yeah? And the other way. Now, can you do it without moving your upper body? Can you keep your upper body still? Ah, now we have a different feel. And both ways. Excellent. Now let's move the upper body without moving the lumbar body. So all the muscles, tendons and ligaments, all the bones, all the joints, the facet joints are all working here. And come back to center. Good. Now let's just do a very simple onto the side, stretch your legs out. Now you're on the floor, all I want you to do is sit cross-legged. Doesn't matter which leg is in front, but the point is, you can sit cross-legged. Now say we're at home watching television, you could sit with legs straight out. You could sit with one leg up here, and this is a very nice thing to do. Bring this one over the top, the iliotibial band, and do a nice spinal rotation there. And feel the stretch in the leg of the glute muscles of the iliotibial band. Bring it back to center, let it go, shake your legs out, and loose, 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 loose. Bring the other one across, turn the body, keep this underneath leg in parallel. Super, drop your shoulders, breathe, and let it go, and shake it out, shake it out. Now, say we wanted to open the hip, bring the soles of the feet together, hold onto your ankles, just flap your wings. Easy. So all these little things you can do sitting on the floor, and not on a chair, of course, because the more we sit on the floor, the better. Maybe we want to stretch one leg out to the side. We don't have to have this very low. If we want it very low, I'll show you how to do that in a moment, and stretch the other one. No big deal, yeah? And then bring it back. So say I really want that hip to open. I've got to get hold of the foot, and I've got to look at the sole of the foot. And then if I cup the elbow into the foot, I can rock the baby. Yes, can you see the other hand goes underneath if possible? Underneath, Tony. That's it. And you rock, and you can feel the muscles. Remember, these are all the muscles we sit on a lot, and they need to be activated. And you just hold that there. If that's too hard, just hold the foot. Doesn't matter, you can feel you're in there. And let it go. Let's do the other side. So if you can, you turn the foot, you cup, and you rock the baby. Good. And remember, this is turnout, so we're in the hip. We can feel it stretching. If that's too hard, just let it slide and just move itself. And then let it go and shake it out. And then we'll just bring them in and open them out. And bring them in and let them go forward. And you can have a little sway. That's all you're doing. It's no big deal. Just nice and loose. Just nice and loose. That might be enough. So then we go shake, 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 shake. We'll just do one for the spine. Terribly important. I want you to lie on your side, Tally, always on your side, and then onto your back. So lie to your side. Remember, to protect your spine, you have to have good practice. Show me how you get up off the floor, Tally. Side, and up we come. And again, side, and down we go. Make that a rule. You know, never go straight back. So we have a spine that's a bit sore. So stretch the legs out. Stretch the arms out. Stretch the back out. Breathe. And then relax. Relax. The feet will just open out. So they should, because the joints are relaxed. So just stretch it out again. But this time bring your feet in parallel. For sure. Now lift the arms up to the ceiling and go stretch, stretch, stretch across your chest, shoulders down. Now we know Jesus loves us, so palms up and on the floor. Bonk. Ankle rock. Can you make your ankles go forward and back to move the whole body? Good. Best thing for a sore back coming up now. So those people who find that sat a lot, this is the one. So just stop there. Make sure your feet are in parallel. Bend one knee, put the foot on the floor. But wait, did you use your tummy to pull it up? Let it go flop out of you. Feel it's your tummy that brings that one leg up. And both feet are in parallel, both legs are in parallel. Let it go again. I need you really to train the body so when it lifts, it's always in parallel. It's never twisting the back. Bring the other knee up slowly. Foot on the floor and let it go. Bonk. And again, slowly. Did you use your tummy to bring it up? And let it go. So it's as if we've got an elastic band attached to the knee and the foot to bring it up. Let's go and do the other leg now. Bring the leg up, bonk. Bring the other leg up, bonk. Right, let's bring the feet, knees together, flop the knees to one side, turn the head the opposite direction. So, stretching through all the spine. Now, just in this position, imagine there's a string attached to that hand. Lift it up to the ceiling slowly and roll it over. So you have to roll right on your side. And then lift it right up again to the ceiling. Good. And roll it back. If you do that once more, using your tummy, still your tummy, lift, slow, and all the way over to the hand. So you stretch and you roll. Now the key is that your head stays on the floor. If you find your head is coming off the floor, there's tightness there, okay? So bring it back for me, lift, and put it on the floor and turn the head the opposite direction. And just stay there and breathe. Now bring the head back to center, using your abdominals, your tummy. Imagine that string attached to those knees, lift. So it comes from the center. All the lifting does not come from your bones. It comes, there's no bones in the tummy, nothing. There's just flesh. A muscle. Take the knees to the other side. Flop, turning the head. Super. Same principle. Slowly lift the arm. Slowly follow it with your head. Follow it with your eyes. And reach over. Stretch. And then lift again. So you are using your abdominals, but you don't have to do sit-ups and press-ups. You know that every time you lift any part of your body, be it a leg or an arm, it comes from the center. And then you get the lovely balance of muscles. Lovely. And stop there and breathe. Using your tummy, so you zip up, lift the weight. And you now are in an S shape in the spine. It's not a flat back, it's an S. Using the glutes, we're going to do a high release, so make sure the feet are over the knees. So everything is a straight line from the foot, the knee, to the shoulder. Using your glutes, lift, tight glutes, up, up, up. Keep these in parallel. Breathe. Now, did you shift your head? Is it center? Make sure you're really on the back of your skull. Now, from the top to the bottom, peel each vertebrae. Feel the muscles here. They have to hold you. Feel the muscles. Feel the muscles. Through the middle, and then relax. You're back to your S shape. It's the same work we did against the wall, except the head now is on the floor. We'll do it once more. So glute muscles, tummy muscles, pelvic floor muscles. Peel. Up you go. You're on the back of the skull. You can feel that these do not roll out. If necessary, you can put a cushion between your knees to make sure that you're not allowing your hip to rotate, okay? And now peel each vertebrae. Going through the middle. Lovely spine. And relax and breathe. Now the best thing for sore backs, hug a knee to the chest. No, I never put them on the top, put them underneath. Because you're stretching the hamstrings. You're stretching everything that's underneath. You don't want to compress your knee. You want that right against your chest and let it go. And again, hug and hold. Now, how long do I hold it for, Mummy? Until you feel you're getting a lovely deep stretch. And then let it go. Last one, hug and hold. Deep, deep lengthening through. Now the key is to not allow the bottom to lift at all. Now, take a breath in on that rib cage and the diaphragm. Peel the head off and see if your cheek or nose can touch. And then peel it down. And of course we're opening all the muscles. And again, breathe as you breathe out. If you want to breathe out as you lift, you always breathe out with the effort. And peel it down. Okay, shake both legs out. Good work. Shake, 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 shake. Of course, we've got to do the other side, so get ready. No, never two legs together, because that we might pull on the spine. Do one leg with the tummy, the other leg with the tummy. So the oblique muscles, the center muscles are never twisted or pushed out of alignment. You feel. High release again. Knees stay over the middle toes. Push the big toes into the floor. That is often a good tip to help. Hold it there and then peel it down. Better. And again, glutes. This strengthens the glute muscles. This strengthens the quad muscles. What do they support? Knees, hips, spine. Remember, muscles hold the bones up. If we didn't have muscles and tendons and ligaments, all the bones would be on the floor. Bag of bones. Peel. And now bring the other knee to the chest. Hug, hold. Breathing, breathing, enjoying. No, don't bounce. Hug, hold. Stretching the elastic. And let it go. And hug, hold. And really take your time with this if you've got a sore back. It's terribly important. And let it go. Now, some of you won't be as flexible as Tally because she's immediately able to get her chest to her thigh. That's what we want. But what we also want is the strength of the abdominals to support the weight of the skull. So we've got the flexibility here. Have we got the strength? Take a breath in. Peel. Tummy into the floor. Now, just a little experiment. Can you let go of the leg but still keep there? Now you feel those abdominal muscles holding you. And peel and put the head down, not the leg yet, because we'll do that again. So take hold of it first, so you feel you've got your stretch. Remember, we cannot have strength unless we've got stretch. So we're stretching the back out, and then we go strong tummy, no chest work. Get there, let the leg go, and you see if you can hold it. And you feel those muscles. Excellent. Peel. Take your time. Now let the legs go and shake them out. Shake them out. Boom. Why not have a lovely big stretch again along that? Oh, we love that. Why not do an opposite arm, opposite leg flexion? So that leg flexes. No, sorry, that leg flexes, goes down, and then we swap. That one goes. Yay! There we go. We got it. And you can feel, remember your muscles are like ropes, pulleys. They've got to be equal both sides, up through the front, down through the back. And the way they cross over too, yeah? So sometimes you've got a pain on one side of your body, it could be the other side that's causing it. Right, last one. Here we go, feet parallel. Then one knee foot on the floor. Then the other knee foot on the floor. And of course the palms are always facing the ceiling and never involved, and the chest is always soft. So just put your hand on your chest and say to the brain, soft. Remember, what we think, we feel. Change your thoughts, you change your feelings. Remember, if you feel tense, breathe, but not on your chest, on your diaphragm, to make the ribs swing happen at the back. Just breathing is so important, it is in the technique in itself. Last time, glutes, up you go, tight, strong, don't arch it, feel the muscles. This has got to be straight, so don't get carried away by trying to lift up too high. It's not about that, it's about you feeling muscle holding you up. And then peel, slowly, slowly, each vertebrae, no rushing, it's too hot. Excellent, here we go. Bring one knee to the chest, bring the other knee to the chest. Hug, hold, here we go. Feel that lovely stretch, let it go. Now if I've got issues with my back, put your hands on top of your knees and massage. Massage all those facet joints. Come on, really indulge in that. Really feel you're stirring the pot in your base there. And the spine loves that. Loves it because it's getting blood. Remember, every time we really move the body, we get a whoosh of fresh blood, fresh oxygen, nutrients, and all the waste products are taken away. All the chips and frayed and broke bits of bone and whatever is all pushed away. And fresh bone is able to form osteoclast and osteoblasts. But that's the science. You can all read up about that. Now hug those knees to the chest. Last one. Breath in. Lift your forehead, your nose to your knee. Lift. And you feel the stretch because the base is off the floor. So that is a stretch, but there's a little bit of strength. Now if I want her to use strength, I say, let go. And stay up there. But the base is on the floor. Okay? Hug again. Because this is quite challenging, I know, there's stretch. Now put the feet on, put your head and shoulders on the floor first, and shake out. And that will do us for today, don't you think? Well done, Tally, well done, me, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Hope it was